Hey everybody, welcome to the channel, welcome to BP. My name's Richard and I am currently at Manchester Airport Terminal 2 on my way to somewhere very special, to me at least. So let's take it from there. So here we are at Terminal 2 in Manchester Airport. And got a sandwich before I get on the aeroplane. I'm catching the red eye, so I'll be flying through the night for a 7-hour flight, and I'll tell you when we get there where we're going. But Terminal 2 at the moment is absolutely dead. It's absolutely dead. There's hardly anybody here. I can't believe how quiet it is. But let's go for a walk around the terminal and we'll take it from there. Well, have you guessed where we are yet? Where do you think we are? This is Qatar. So I've got a few days here in Qatar and we're going to take a look around Qatar. If you remember, this is where the 2023 football was performed, the World Cup. So we'll take it from there. Right, let's get a train into West Bay and we'll take it from there. Let's catch the metro into the city. The city being West Bay, and we'll go and have a Costa coffee. Let's join standard class. So this is standard class. It's very, very clean, as you would expect. Well, here we are in DCC, and I don't recall this. Let's have a look at some landmarks and see where we are. Do I recognise any of... there we go. Right. I recognise where we are. I think. There's Aston Martin over on the right. So if you fancy buying an Aston Martin, this is where you come. Oh, I know where we are. Yes, there's the shopping centre over to the left, and the Corniche is straight on, and that's where Costa Coffee is. So first things first, let's get some coffee and let's get something to eat. This red eye is really pushing me to drink lots of coffee. Right, I'll catch up when we're at the Costa Coffee. So, I'm currently sat down, having had a breakfast from McDonald's. I'm on the Corniche at West Bay. West Bay is the sexy area with all the skyscrapers and all that good stuff, and this is where everybody plays, certainly in Doha, on a Friday night and things like that. So, bit of background, I started working here in 2017, finished working in 2019, was working on a particular project where the supplier or the integrator, Wipro, was relatively useless. I left in 2019, 2 years later in 2021, the product that was expected was nowhere near satisfying the customer's needs. So that good luck to them. From what I understand, the team was disbanded from Wipro and all that kind of crap. Very sad, really, very sad. It wasn't rocket science either. Not rocket science, but that's another subject. So this is West Bay. There is a place called The Pearl, and that's where all the nice apartments are, and I'll take you there. And I used to live in a place called Oneza, which is halfway between West Bay and the Pearl, and the rent and that at Oneza is normal. The people that live there are normal. It's a nice place to live. It's not particularly sexy like the Pearl is, but the rent on the Pearl is quite high. Most of the Western guys go there and they spend loads of money on rent. Some spend loads of money on beer, of which there are many bars in this area. So getting beer is not a problem, it's just expensive. They end up coming up to the end of the contract, which they're given a month's notice, and they end up walking away with no money. But men are a bit stupid like that sometimes. They tend to live for the moment and then find out that, it's just, you walk away with no money. Fortunately, I worked with a team that were fairly smart, and we hived our money off. And subsequently, when I left in 2019, I got a nice lump sum. So that was cool. So I worked here for 2 years, and it's a great place to live. There's not a lot to do. If you're passing through on a transit and you're going to, I don't know, somewhere in India for a holiday or whatever, and you get the opportunity to stay over for one night, yes, I would do. Then you can come up to West Bay, enjoy the shops and things like that at the shopping centre, and also go down to the Souk Waqif. Souk meaning market. Yeah, so Souk Waqif's nice. I'll hopefully try and get some footage of Souk Waqif while I'm here, and take it from there. It's a really nice place. If you get the opportunity to work here, don't think twice, just come. Generally speaking, the pay that you get here is twice as much as the pay that you get in, let's say, the UK. I don't think it's twice as much as the US, because the US seems to get paid a lot more than the UK. That's another political subject we'll talk about in the future. So, but yeah, the driving is a bit crazy. All the guys, they come over here, and at home they've got, let's say, I don't know, a Skoda Superb, 4 years old, and when they get here, because they're on twice as much money, they go and rent out a Range Rover. Which is okay, that's okay. When I was here, I had a few motorbikes. I had a Triumph Street Triple, I had a couple of Bonnevils, the 865 water-cooled, I had a Royal Enfield 500 Bullet, and I also had a Triumph Thunderbird 1700, the cruiser style bike. That was great, because there's a lot of cruiser bikes here. For the motorcyclists that are watching this, the most popular bike here is the Suzuki Hayabusa, and there's a reason for that. Hayabusa means falcon, and here the national sport is the use of falcon birds. So it's very popular for people that live here, and the Qataris, of which there's 300,000, to have Hayabusas, because it relates to their passion of hunting with falcons. They are. You might not have known that. So, I've already said that there are 300,000 Qataris here. Everything that you see here is to satisfy the needs of a Qatari. The total population is about 2 million. And in fact it may be even less than that. So the difference of 300,000 and 2 million, 1.7 million, is there to ultimately satisfy the desires of the 300,000 Qataris. That's all you're here for. Indirectly or directly, you're there to satisfy the needs of the Qataris. Which is okay, that's okay. I'm not saying that's in a funny way. But one thing I have noticed here, and it's a Saturday, the main road on the Corniche is not busy at all. Not busy. So I'm wondering if that 2 million population is reduced by a lot. I'm just wondering. But that said, it's only 9:30 in the morning. It's 9:30 in the morning. It's currently... Let's see what temperature it is. 23 degrees, rising to 27 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And tonight it will be, at midnight, 18 degrees. This is the winter time. In the summertime it does get up to 55 degrees Celsius. It can get a bit hot. But yeah, so that's a bit of background. Any questions, put comments below and I'll come back to you, I promise.